I am Layla E, and you probably know me from that Boom Bap podcast. And you can find me in St. Louis, Berlin. You can find me on all things social media, Layla_E1. And today, I'm doing my first ever first listen mixtape review. And yes, I was inspired by DJ Booths, who usually does the first listen album review. So shouts out to him for being inspirational in this moment. Now, who am I going to talk about? I'm talking about Kurt Franklin's other twin. You probably know what I'm talking about now. Plaz's newest mixtape that he dropped, which is a sequel to his major debut album that he had back in 2007 entitled The New Testament. And then all these years later, he decided to drop a mixtape with the same name, but The Real Testament 2. Yeah, right. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Now, the way that I do my little mixtapes reviews, I like to go track by track. And at the end, I give you my overall score and the breakdown of how lyrical, bar-tastic it was or lack thereof. Production, arrangement of the album, how many of these are playable or how many out of the tracks do I actually like. And then we get to the overall score. So don't fast forward me, like I give some good info, you know. And also have my handy dandy notebook, because when you're doing a first album review, you have to take notes, because if you go back and listen to it again, you kind of like low-key cheating. And I'm not cheating unless it's math. All right, so let's get straight into the intro track for the Real Testament 2, Hot Wire, which was produced by TNTXD. We're gonna hear from him so much because he's literally, I feel like, the head producer of the entire mixtape. Like, he's on almost every track. Now I probably would not have chosen this track to start and have the gateway opened, but he did. And it was a cool short song, but I also noticed that this is the beginning of the decade, of the new year, 2020. And this is the third project that I've heard in the first 5 weeks of this year where everyone is talking about Mob Ties. So if you're from the South, you know Mob Ties is affiliated with Rap-A-Lot Records, Jay Prince. Just wondering how many people actually have Mob Ties. And why I don't have any. Number 2, Yeah, is the name of the song, produced by YungLan. I love the repetitive nature of yeah, and it wasn't like annoying like at all. I don't know what's going on with my eyelash, my goddamn earring, but you know what? We do this, yeah? But it wasn't annoying, and it was very repetitive. It had a real chill beat, and the thing that I love the most, and I think what made the chorus so worth it, was the money counting machine that he added as a layer to the track. So YungLan, shouts out to you. You made the chorus poppin'. Number 3, I Want Money. I really do want money. Like, I want money. It's produced by Jetson, TNTXD, and First Class. Plaz was very vulnerable. He was real. It wasn't like to a point where it was sappy and sad. It was actually like pretty cool. But when you really think about the reality of what he's talking about, it's like really, really sad. And the reason why I say that is because like a lot of people have this same thought process. Like, money isn't going to disappoint me, but love is. And it's just like, all right, yeah, people are disappointing in general, but money never disappoints. Well, my paychecks be disappointing me. But, I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm single, because I'm all like, no, I don't want love to be disappointing. Be about your coins. Okay. Christian Lulu is the number 4 track, which you have common sense. You know what that's for, Christian Lulu. It's produced by, and I don't know, he could be from my tribe, so I don't want to butcher his name, but HajSlid. I don't want to say HajSlid. 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 But this is one of his few features he actually has on this mixtape, and it's by Jack Boy. I only got one note on here. It's cool, but it sounds too much like Kodak Black. And it's kind of like I grew up in an era where if you sounded like somebody else, it was a no-go. Like, I don't know. I really wasn't feeling how much like Kodak Black it sounded. But, you know, it is what it is. Number 5, Just Keep It Real. Because that's what we want people to do. It's produced by Bankhead and TNTXD. I wrote, horrible execution of the chorus. The singing was totally unnecessary, and his ad-libs of yeah was no. The silver lining in this is that the piano and guitar riff was so dope, and it made it better. But some rappers need to stop with this singing. Like, leave that to Charlie Boy, Fat Pat, Big Mo, J. Cole. Like, leave it to the people that can actually carry somewhat of a tune, because Plies, you ain't it, bro. Like, nah, just rap. Number 6, Don't Ask. I feel like a little girl right now. YK Osiris is like the new Andre 3K of features. Like, any song that he's featured on or that he does and he has a feature is so complimenting, and it's like so great. Like, I love his scratchy, raspy voice. Little young boy. What is he, like 15? I know how old he is, y'all stop. Yeah, it was a perfect song. I love, again, his whiny, scratchy vocals, and it pairs perfectly with Plies, because Plies has a certain type of tone to his voice that goes really well, pairs well with YK Osiris. So Don't Ask is my favorite on here. Number 7, Flaggin, produced by Cheezebeatz. It was cool, but like, I feel like T.I. should have been a feature in this or something, because it sounded a lot like a T.I. record. Number 8, Everybody Ain't Your Friend. I wish somebody would have told me that like 10 years ago. This was produced by, you guessed it, TNTXD and DMac. I love that he talked about something that we all can relate to, and I loved how he executed what he was trying to say. The beat was okay. That's all I have. Number 9 is Mop, produced by, you guessed it, TNTXD. It was the perfect 808, like great 808. But it was kind of boring. Like, this song was boring. 10, Don't Fold. And again, as a reminder, this is the first listen. I ain't go back and hit rewind to hear anything. Like, this is literally first listen. Don't Fold. It was offbeat, and it was not complimenting to the lyrics. Suck the Shocker wouldn't have been this goddamn offbeat. Blueface wouldn't have been this goddamn offbeat. Leave that to grime music over there in the UK. Like, stop. Everything ain't for you, boo. That offbeat shit ain't for you, and your singing ain't for you. It really made me hate the song. Like, it was so bad. But I couldn't skip it because I had to do this for you. Number 11. Look, I have a whole paragraph. Pretty little thing. I love PLT. It was produced by Dreek Beatz. Oh my God, Dreek Beatz. I got so much to tell you right now. Like, I am so stoked at like your producing capability. So let's get into it. The beat is insane. The way the producer added the bed squeaking and then the alien touchdown sound, I can't describe it, just go listen to it. Okay, number 11. And then he had that trap 808. I was like, this boy got 3 layers going on that sound so complimentary. Like, they're 3 out of this world beats that shouldn't be together. Or I'm not gonna say beats, sounds that he just put together, and it was so complimentary. And I love the fact that he shot it out in his first line on the song Applause, by saying, I ain't T-Pain, but she's still my shorty. And I was like, oh, are you referencing to your first album? That's so cute. But the chorus was fun. It was addicting. It was just an overall good song. Number 2 of my favorites. Bread is number 12. Produced by TNTXD and Trapman 23. I wish there was more references on the term bread. Like, make it more creative and interesting. Like, you just kept talking about bread. You could have talked about dough. You could have talked about dinero. You could have used so many different terms other than just saying bread the whole time, which I understand that's the concept of the song. But there was no creativity. It was just plain laziness, if you ask me. It could use a lot more help lyrically. And the beat was cool. Heart is number 13, is produced by Dreek Beatz. It was very flat, needed some inflection in his tone, in his voice. And it was okay. It was an okay song, but it was just like, I hear what you're saying, but I don't feel what you're saying. So you just talking like this, like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, I'm talking to you like, he just really broke my heart, and I don't really know how to feel about that. Versus saying, he really, like, broke my heart. Like, that's what we really need, is, like, when you're listening to these creative artists, we want to be able to feel it. That's something that Lil Wayne can do to you. Eminem can do for you. I'm just mentioning them because they just dropped a project last couple weeks. But anyway, number 14, Lately. And you would think that the song is titled Heart, but you ain't had no heart in it. We ain't got no heart in it, though. Like, feel me. 14 is Lately, produced by TNTXD and SpeakerBangerz. The chorus made this song so not good. Like, at all. Lately, stop. You've been lately getting on my nerves. Lately. The beat and guitar riff was so dope, though. I loved it. And I put a question here, like, who hurt you? Like, seriously, who hurt you? All right. Number 15, Wrong or Right, produced by TNTXD, Malik, and Young Tago. I don't want to say Tago. I think it's Tago. But another song, Ruined by the chorus. The storytelling was deep, and it definitely makes you appreciate what he went through, but it just wasn't enough for me. Like, yo, what you doing? But I did like the church organ in the background, which was like, okay, like, yeah, this is like what it means to, like, have a testament, like a testimony. I loved it, and I feel like it went with the theme of the song. It's just, sometimes, it don't even matter at this point. 16 is Broke, produced by TNTXD and Young Tago. Loved the beat. It starts off with like this retro 80s type of sound, like, yo, and I'm a sucker for the 80s. Like, I'm jealous of like my parents and like other people I know, because I'm like, y'all grew up in an era that's like undeniably the best. Oh, but anyway, that's what it reminded me of a little bit. And it had a simple chorus and it made it fun. Number 17, the finale, Finn. I am a legend. I'm a legend. I couldn't tell, but okay. It didn't have the producers listed when I looked this up as of today. But I'm confused on the beat and the term Aladdin. Let me explain. You hear the Mexican trumpets, you know what I'm saying? Like the mariachi type of, sound. But then you're talking about Aladdin, and I'm just like, yo, Aladdin is like, Middle Eastern, Arabian Night type of beat, but it's going on a Mexican trumpet or a Mexican horn. I don't know the right word for that. So I was a little bit lost, but even in the chorus, he was like, bitch, I'm a legend. I had to get it, had to grind just like a Mexican. I was like, okay. So the word Aladdin, unless I'm missing something, and Aladdin is a term for something completely different, I'm just being a little, simple. Please tell me in the comments down below, because I feel like that kind of ruined the moment for me. But I did like the song. Like, I really did. And that's me obviously being a critic and overly thinking. So now let's get straight into my review. Okay, so this was definitely not bar-tastic at all. He had no bars, nothing that made me go like, what did he say? Oh, I'm gonna cheat and rewind. No, I let that shit go. Like, legit first listen. He he was very lazy with his lyrical ability. Like, I feel like anybody can literally just write something and keep it to that level. Like, there's no need to go into all these deep layers. And I get it, not every rapper is like that, but with a veteran like him, somebody who's seasoned, I need my chicken with some seasoning on it. Like, why are you just putting some salt and pepper? Like, what's going on? Lyrical, he definitely had some tracks that had great storytelling. So for that, out of 1 from 10, I'd have to give him a 5. As far as the production, like, great choice of producers. There were definitely some duds that didn't even deserve to even be on the cutting room floor. Like, it shouldn't even been given to nobody else. It literally should have been worked on. Like, 3 of those beats should not have came out without some extra work. 2 of the other beats should have gone to a completely different artist. So for that, out of the 17 tracks, my ratio, I would have to give this a 7 producer wise, a 6.5. As far as playlists and what I go back and listen to any of these tracks, well, I'm obviously going to listen to the album again, because I legit feel like if I listen to it a second time, a third, even a 6th time, some of the tracks that I hate or I thought I didn't like as much, I probably end up liking. So I do feel like, to be fair, I should give them a half on that, so 5. I'm missing something else, so let's just wrap this up. Overall, this mixtape, thank God it's a mixtape. Dang, I feel so mean. It's a first listen. I will say that my mixtapes are rated a little bit lower than I would an album. So I'm a little bit more lenient. So if I give this, let's say I gave this a 9 on an album term, that 9 has to be like a perfect 444 album type shit, or Illmatic. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, I will have to give this on a mixtape level, a 4.5 out of 10. I'm so sorry. Don't hurt me, but please subscribe. Tell me in the comments below what is your favorite tracks and what tracks you would like and take off. Give me some constructive criticism. Just be nice. You ain't gotta be rude, okay? Let me know what you want to hear next. Let me know if you want me to incorporate anything else when I go track by track other than just beats and features. And yeah, hit me up. I'm Layla _E1 on IG. And don't forget to, again, subscribe and follow my bros, G Hulk and King Tut. I'm sure they'll be dropping some exclusive content in here as well. And yeah, deuces, one love. Layla E signing out.